I'm not sure if you're prepared for the changes that's happening with your money. Welcome to the Freedom Culture. Here at the Freedom Culture, I like to discuss current events in the financial sector, this new digital economy, and also breaking down blockchain technology in the most understandable terms possible. And today, I kind of want to talk about what's going on globally, global economics. As some of y'all might know, I moved to Vietnam about 7 months ago, and it's been great. Currently, I'm in Thailand. I'm in Bangkok, Thailand. So the one time I'm making a video about Vietnam, I happen to be in Bangkok. Currently at this really cool place called Digital Park. It's a really nice area, a nice workspace area. I love the green, the buildings and the technology. It's a whole lot of technology going on in there, data centers, AI centers. It's really cool. I love the contrast of nature and technology. Something about that, it's like polar opposites. I love it in the same space together. I don't know. Feels like I could breathe over here and get some work done, a lot of clarity. So my life in Southeast Asia has been nothing but great, to say the least. It's been really relaxing, a lot less pressure. Comparison to how my life was in New York is a huge difference. The grind was crazy. I was a single guy, no support or anything like that. I was on my own, working about like 80 hours a week and still couldn't afford nothing. You know, the cost of living was going up, and that's when I realized I had to make a change. It wasn't easy for me. Bangkok, Thailand, in comparison to Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, what I compared it to, I feel like Bangkok is a lot more, it's a lot more fast-paced compared to Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City, whatever you want to call it. Both beautiful cities, but to me, Bangkok is a lot more action. It can be more fun, coming from someone from New York. It's more similar, and Ho Chi Minh City is a lot more relaxing. I feel like that's a perfect place to get your shit together. It's really calm, really relaxing, and I don't know, it just has a nice intimate feel to it. I love fun and I love to relax too, but I'm at a point in my life where I gotta relax and focus. First moving here as an expat, I had a lot of inconveniences when it came to banking and connectivity. That's two things I would say to look out for if you're moving to Southeast Asia is banking and connectivity. And coming from the field that I come from with cryptocurrency and how I see the evolution of money, I'm glad that I went through those inconveniences because it made me prepared for what's to come. Like, I have a whole different understanding when it comes to crypto and blockchain and remittances and all of that. Now, with this recent event of Vietnam canceling about 86 million bank accounts for biometric data, so you have to have biometric data in order to establish a bank account in Vietnam.
Absolutely frightening, but I also want to bring up if we could see tie-ins to what's happening in Vietnam, which I feel is not getting enough press. Vietnam's mandatory biometric IDs led to, as I said in my intro, 86 million bank accounts being frozen or erased, framed as a security measure. Is this a testing ground for centralized digital control, do you think, Jim? And is the Genius Act going to pave the way for that to happen here?
Possibly. I think that as far as
this news is not surprising to me, something that I have been expecting, but it's really interesting how they would merge the entire Vietnam into a digital payment system. Vietnam, the people are really old school when it comes to money. Cash is still king over there. However, I do see the QR code starting to grow a little bit more. The QR digital payment system, it's convenient to me. However, I don't see how are they going to merge everybody into that system. I feel like Vietnam is the most difficult because it's a lot more traditional. Now, in my field, I'm in crypto. You know, I'm in the future when it comes to money. Any kind of centralization, obviously, I oppose of, but I already know they're trying to move everybody into this one digital infrastructure, this cyber surveillance world that the West is trying to get everybody into. I already know that, but I've been prepared since 2021, where we had the ugliest, to me, a really ugly bear season of cryptocurrency, and I've been loading up crypto ever since. And the trajectory of this market is going upwards and upwards and upwards, and I'm offline, you know, so most of my assets are in a hardware wallet. So whenever I need to get in a market or get in account, I can just take money off of my hardware wallet and inject that into whatever account. Now, as far as like the biometric data and stuff like that, there's ways around it, but at the same time, it's like it's gonna be really inconvenient for us to avoid. My logic so far lately has been to get rich as fuck in this market, in this easy market, and yeah, rich enough to defend yourself if you have to. You know, the Federal Reserve will be cutting more rates, and that means it's going to be a whole lot more easier to make money. They're going to be printing out money, and if you're not paying attention, you can miss out on the greatest wealth transfer ever. I make a lot of videos about this. You can check my video. I'll probably put it right here. I talked about the CBDCs, the central bank digital currencies that they're moving in on, and how to work around it. I talk about it right here. I'm gonna put the video right here. I gotta rush this video because I gotta go. Yeah, I talk about these things, and right now we're coming up across that time where you can really benefit. You could really benefit, and and really for your own safety. That's one thing I recommend. I highly recommend that. I've always been an advocate of taking advantage of this market where you can make easy profits. This is the new infrastructure to get in early on. There's only 1% of the global population that's involved in ISO 222 cryptocurrencies, and these are the cryptocurrencies that matter, and they're not going nowhere, you know? Not financial advice, but I put my money where my mouth is, and yeah. And I'm also an advocate of checking other places to live. Like, to me, Southeast Asia was a good place for me because it's peaceful, seems to be out of the way of the whole world wars that everybody's involved in, and it's affordable. You know, it's on the rise when it comes to the economy, and it's a really peaceful place to live. And plus, like, it's affordable. Gotta say that part again. So, like, for instance, a lot of people are vouching for rate cuts in America, but it's profitable for someone that's in the market. However, you're more than just a person in the market. When you're an American citizen, you got to deal with the inflationary prices too. So your assets is going up in the portfolio, but your food prices, those are assets too, that's going up as well in your grocery store. So you're kind of like just breaking even. The best people that's profiting off of a hyperinflationary market in America are people that's offshore. So definitely do what's best. That's one thing that I highly suggest. Take care of yourself though. Peace, love, and respect. I'm gonna leave this video a little short because I gotta go, I gotta run. But take care of yourself. Keep up with me on the Freedom Culture. Like, comment, subscribe. Check my Patreon where I give you exclusive insights on what's going on in the economy. Peace, love, and respect. Take care of yourself. One.